Let me describe someone you definitely know. They drive a car, they talk about money constantly, but somehow the number in their account never quite matches the image they are selling. And the wild part, they are not scammers. They are not bad people. They genuinely believe they are on their way. It's not wealth, it's a performance. And the performance is costing them everything. Today, I'm breaking down 5 signs that someone, maybe someone close to you, is faking it financially. And these aren't the obvious ones. These are the patterns nobody really talks about. Let's dive in. Sign 1. They optimize for the monthly payment, not the total cost. This one is sneaky because it sounds responsible on the surface. Can I afford the EMI? That's the question. Not what is this actually costing me total. Not what am I giving up every month for the next 4 years. Just can I manage the number? And here is where it gets dangerous. An entire industry has been built to exploit exactly this thinking. Car showrooms, furniture stores, electronic brands, they don't advertise the price anymore. They advertise the monthly installments because they know if the number feels small enough, you will sign. I have seen people with 3 or 4 EMIs running simultaneously. Car, phone, vacation, furniture, and every single one fits their budget. But then add them all up, sometimes 40 to 50% of their income is committed before the month even starts. They are not building anything, they are just servicing debt. Here is a shift that changes everything. Wealthy people ask what something costs in total and whether they could write that check today if they had to. The fake rich asks what it costs per month. That single difference is how you frame a purchase will determine whether you are financially in a decade. Real ownership is quiet, debt is loud, and most people confuse the noise for success. Sign 2. Their lifestyle grows faster than their income. You get a raise, a real one, meaningful, hard earned. What do you do with it? If you are faking wealth, you already know the answer before the money even hits. The apartment gets upgraded, the car gets upgraded, the restaurants gets upgraded. Within 6 months, you are just as stressed as before, just at the same high price point. This is lifestyle inflation and it is absolutely ruthless because the raise never becomes an advantage. It just becomes the new floor. But here is the part most people miss. The person doing this genuinely feels like they are winning. Every upgrade feels like evidence of progress. I have earned this, and maybe they have. But earning something and being able to afford it are two completely different things. Some people earn in the top 10% and save like the bottom 50. The income is real. The wealth is an illusion. The actual benchmark isn't what you earn. It's the gap between what you earn and what you spend. The gap is where wealth lives. Fake rich people close that gap immediately, not by earning less, but by spending everything the moment they make it. The raise isn't what matters. What you do with it decides everything. Sign 3. They are always one deal away. You know this person. They are not broke. They are just in between the deals that's about to close, the investment about to pay off, the opportunity about to change everything. It's always right there, just slightly out of frame. The conversation is always future tense. Once this comes through, I have got something big in the pipeline. Give it 3 months. Now here's the part that catches people off guard. I'm not talking about scams. Those are easy to spot. I mean the ones that sound just credible enough. The trading system, the passive income strategy, the thing a friend's cousin is apparently crushing it with. These aren't obvious. That's what makes them dangerous. Real wealth is boring. I'm sorry, but it is. It compounds slowly over years, not months. If they are selling the shortcut, the real money is already made. And the people who actually have something real coming, they are usually not announcing it. They are head down. The louder they broadcast it, the lesser their reality matches the story. Count the money when it hits your account, not before. Sign 4. High income, zero net worth. This might be the most uncomfortable one on this list. Net worth is not your salary. It's not your job title. It's not the car in your driving. It's what you actually own minus what you owe. And for a surprising number of people, People who, by all appearances, look completely successful, that number is either tiny or actually negative. And here is the part most people never think about. Someone can be earning well, living somewhere nice, driving something nice, wearing something nice, and still be poorer on paper than someone earning less but investing consistently. The visible lifestyle and the actual financial position are two completely different things. We just spend so much energy optimizing the visible one. This is where most people get trapped. Income goes to rent, EMI, subscriptions, and appearances. Net worth stays flat or slowly drifts negative as debt accumulates in the background. Here is one question worth sitting with right now. If your income stopped tomorrow, how long could you last on what you have actually built? Not what you earn, what you own. For a lot of people who look very comfortable from the outside, that answer is genuinely frightening. And the gap between visible lifestyle and the real net worth is the clearest sign of all. Sign 5. They look rich, but they can't say no. Okay, this is the one I want you to really sit with. You have probably never heard this framed this way, but here it is. The truest measure of wealth isn't your car, your clothes, your apartment, or your follower count. It's whether you can say no. Can you say no to a job you hate? Can you say no to a client who disrespects you? Can you say no to a city that isn't working for you anymore and actually leave? Can you walk away from something that isn't right without your whole financial life falling apart? Because if the answer is no, if you're trapped in a job, a contract, a situation purely because you need the money to service the life you have built, then the lifestyle isn't an asset. It's a cage, a very nicely decorated cage. Fake rich people look free. They post from nice places, they wear expensive things, but behind the image, they are completely locked in. One bad month away from a problem, one lost client from a crisis. The appearance of freedom with none of the actual thing. Real rich people, quietly they control their time. They have built enough of a position that the world has to negotiate them with, not the other way around. That's the version of wealth nobody shows you because it doesn't photograph well. A person who can afford to walk away from bad situation doesn't look any different from anyone else. But they are, fundamentally they are. The fake rich spend to be seen. The real rich build so they never have to ask permission again. Closing thoughts. None of this is about judgment. Most of us have done at least one of these things. I have personally. The pressure to look a certain way, signal that you are doing well, keep pace with people around you, that pressure is real. But every dollar that goes towards maintaining an image is a dollar that isn't building freedom. And those small repeated choices compound over decades in a direction you probably don't want. 5 signs, one question underneath all of them. Are you building something or just funding a performance? If any of these signs made you think, I would love to have your take. Drop a comment and don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe if you want more content like this.